Hello folks, this is Singing Toad, and today what I'd like to talk about is this Huntshield EDC folder knife. And this is going to be the start of a new series for me, which is I'm going to be focusing on some budget blades, if I can call them that, affordable knives. And now I just want to get something out here. There might be a misconception about my channel and what I am here to do, and I'm not really a knife reviewer, okay? I just like knives, I'm passionate about it, and I like many other things. I have many hobbies, okay? Knives and gear is just one of those hobbies. So when I'm bringing a knife or whatever it is, I'm just kind of more or less just doing more like a show and tell, if anything. You can call it a review if you want, but to me it's not really a review, it's more just me showing something and talking about it. If you want proper reviews, there are far better channels out there, like Patty's Potatoes Peelers, or Canadian Cutting Edge, or The Big Canucker, or Gideon's Tactical, or Jeff Smith the Cutlery Lover, or I mean the list goes on and on ad nausea. There are many other channels out there that are far better at reviewing knives than I am. I'm just here doing more of a hobby thing. You know, I'm just talking about knives and things that I like. Okay, so with that being said, let's carry on with talking about this particular knife here. So this was a gift I received over the Christmas holidays from my folks, and this is one of them. They actually gave me two knives and a sharpening stone, but at any rate, this will be the first in this series. So what we have here is Huntshield, and it says EDC folder knife. And on the blade we see Huntshield, and then there's some stuff on the back. Now, one thing that made me kind of chuckle here is it says Huntshield by hunters for hunters. That just kind of gave me a quick laugh there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this out of the package. Okay, so here we have it. So what do we got? We have a stainless steel blade. Now this is in 440, which, by the way, this particular knife is very affordable. And I got this at a local retailer here where I live called Canadian Tire. Here in Canada, we have this Canadian Tire store. They're originally a tire store, but they're a big box store. They sell kind of everything now, but they do have a very good sporting goods section where you can get, firearms and knives and fishing gear and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, Huntshield is a brand that's new to me. I've never heard of them. I've only ever seen them at Canadian Tire. Now, I don't know, maybe they're available other places, but at any rate, this little guy isn't too bad. He's got a G10 handle scale in this kind of OD green color. He's got this kind of two-tone colored blade. My golly, that actually feels pretty sharp. And I just took this thing out of the package there. So, I mean, you saw it in the package. Of course, it's got a pocket clip here. It only appears to be, one-sided in only one position. So it'd be nice if it was reversible to tip up carry as opposed to tip down. But, can't have everything. It's got flush torque screws, body screws, which is nice to see. Through design, or pass-through design, so very easy to keep this guy clean. So of course it's a frame lock design. It's very light. I mean, it doesn't weigh very much. I don't know. Just see how well does it close. Okay. Now obviously this is a nail nick design, so it doesn't have a easy one-handed opening. How's that lockup look? Let me see if I can get a good lockup. It's not terrible. It's not great. But anyway, at this point in time, I'm just going to bring out my little tape measure here, and that is just to remind me. Actually, I'm going to put this over here to start listing some specs for this knife. And while I'm doing that, what other lies can I tell you about this thing? I'm just kidding, folks. On holding it in the hand, and of course this is first impressions. I just took this thing out of the box. I'm not giving this a recommendation of any sort, but you know, it feels alright. I can get 3-4 fingers on it. Is relatively easy to close. I wish that lockup was a little bit better. I'm not overly fond of that lockup. Let's take a look. How's blade centering? Blade centering is not bad. You know, for a very inexpensive knife, a budget knife, this is, you know, I mean, you can do a lot worse. 440C, I mean, that's not terrible blade steel. Let me be right back. Okay. So what I wanted to do is just talk about the sharpness. This knife, out of the package, feels relatively sharp, but I'm not sure. So just some standard paper here. Oops. You know what, folks? That's not bad. Let's get this garbage out of here. So out of the package, I mean, it's not terrible. And I mean, 440C is not a bad blade steel. You know, I mean, back when I was in my early teens, 440 steel was the end of the world. That was the super steel. I mean, of course, nowadays you have these crazy blade steels like Rex 121 and Magna Cut and Maximit and this, that, and the other thing, and LMAX, and the list goes on ad nausea. But, you know, 440C is still a good blade steel. Now, I don't know which version of 440 this is. It could be A, B, or C. I don't know. My guess is probably A or B. This is a Chinese manufactured knife, as it said on the package. But anyway, time to go on to the obligatory size comparison. So, first things first. Actually, we'll move this up here. And we'll compare it against the Spyderco Delica. So as you can see, it's actually not that much smaller than a Delica. Oops. Of course, it wants to all move around on me here. So if we just line the blade, the actual blades up here, let's put them on a line. So right there and right there. So you can actually see that it's actually a little bit longer than the Delica. The Delica is kind of deceptive because it's got this large unsharpened Ricasa bit here. You know, so it appears longer. I mean, it's got more reach, but it actually has less cutting edge. Now, one thing I do like is that it does have a sharpening choil down here, which the Delica doesn't. I added that in. I actually grinded that in. The Spyderco doesn't come like that from the factory, and this is a significantly more expensive knife than this guy. What else we got here? We're going to go ahead and put that against the Super Tinker. And you can see the size comparison. What else do we got here? We got a Groman Canadian belt knife. So again, let's line up the blades. So I'm using this line right here to kind of line up the blade edge, just so we can get some lengths. So you can see, I believe these are 1 centimeter squared. So what these things are. They might be 1/2 inch. I don't know what they are. Alright, let's get rid of that guy. And what else do we got here? Let's go ahead and compare them against a Joker Nomad. So again, there's the edge of the blade, you know, just for some quick size comparisons. And for those of you who maybe aren't really proficient with knives and want something that is a little bit more easier to understand, there we go. How about a Bic lighter? Bic. First time, every time. As Corporal Sean Kelly would say from Corporal's Corner. That's another channel you guys should go check out. That guy is hilarious, by the way. Anyway, so what else can I say about this knife here? Well, on first impressions, being a budget knife, it's very light. It appears to be well made. I would like a little bit better lockup. It's not terrible, but I would like a little bit more positive lockup. I would like to see the pocket clip reversible so that it could be, you know, tipped down and carry as God intended. and I would like a thumb stud or a thumb hole or maybe a flipper tab or something just to make it easier for one-handed opening. I do like that it's got a lanyard hole. I like that it's in G10. What would I rank this thing? You know, from initial impressions, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a solid 6. I'll give that a 6 out of 10 for a budget friendly pocket EDC knife. So there we go, folks. That's my initial impressions, show and tell review, call this whatever you want, of a budget knife available at Canadian Tire. I don't know if you can get these anywhere else, but if you can get Huntshield knives, you know, go ahead and check them out. They're not terrible. That's all I can say at this point in time. When I get some opportunity to, you know, carry this a little bit and play around with it some more, maybe my opinion will change. But as of right now, I'm giving this a solid 6 out of 10. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Singing Toad signing out.